solve themselves. Okay? All problems will solve themselves. That's a good, yeah, that's really hopeful, Jen. Okay, so we're on our back. Ball here is between our inner thighs. And what I thought we would do today is use the small weights that we used for stretching. If you have tiny little weights, it can be helpful to stay out of your neck. If you don't feel like using the weights, not a problem. To me, I'm going to try it today. So my tailbone is down, my ribs are down, I'm lying down, and I'm aware of the medial arches of my foot. Arches connect with my ball squeeze, which connects to pelvic floor lifting. Very sophisticated movement. Okay, so here we go. Arms are up. I want to push with the arms. Then the head lifts just naturally. And yes, there's a small little persimmon underneath my chin so that my neck stays in the right positioning. I come above my shoulder blades and I hold there for a second and I'm pushing my arms, trying to reach my fingers toward my toes. And then I come back down, articulating my cervical spine. Wow, there's a lot of things to remember. Let's do it slow. Inhale. Exhale. I lead with my arms. I feel this in my abdominals and I reach my arms longer. I'm trying to stretch my arms. I'm fine in my neck. My neck feels healthy. And then I slowly come down and I'm very aware of my cervical spine lying down one and then the other. If at any time you overdo your neck, shake it out. Excellent. 3 more, super slow, irritatingly slow. Inhale, arms. Exhale, float up. Persimmon under the chin. And then I want you to push your arms, yes. And I feel this around my belly, my whole belly. I'm kind of hanging in my belly. I slowly come down and I'm aware of my spine. My cervical spine, one comes down and then the next. Oh my gosh, I have 2 more of these crazy slow ones, yes. Inhale, movement starts, float head, exhale. Up, 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 up. Squeeze ball, push arms, feel something. And then coming back down, easy, 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 easy peasy. Nice. And again, push, float up. Good. Lift, 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 lift. And down. Yes. Okay, good. Now, I love to have these little weights, especially to begin with, because they help me lift up higher. So I'm going to continue with these for the next set. Feel free to use these or not. The ball is now between my ankles, and I'm in tabletop position. I'm going to take a breath in. On the exhale, I push the arms, I lift the head, and I lengthen the legs. And I come a little bit above my shoulder blades, but I'm not coming up to teaser yet. Not coming all the way up to teaser. I'm coming to a little bit above my shoulder blades. Nice. Good. If at any time I overdo anything, I take a little break and shake it out. Good. So I've got 7 more. 7. Woo. And 6. Good. Now I have to be aware of where I'm heading. Otherwise, I would just zip up into teaser. In fact, we're going to do that next, but it's a little easier. I think it's harder to come up just above shoulder blades, honestly. So let's see what we can do. Lengthen everything out. Pull everything in. Good. Lengthen it out. Pull in. Lengthen everything out. And in. Good job. Now let's see if we can do teaser. So with teaser, we lift up to the sacrum and we come down. Is that easier, Jen? Okay, maybe not. And down. Oh, that was 2. This is 3. How many more do you want us to do? Let's try together how many we can do. 4. And Good. Can we do 8? Can we do 2 more? Let's try it. 7. Oh, that's my stomach. Last one. Oh, yay. Good work. And feel free to take a beautiful twist and twist and twist. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we want to switcheroo now. Ball is going to come underneath the sacrum. Good. And we're going to lift one leg up and the other leg up, and then one arm up and the other arm up, and we're just going to breathe for a moment. Good. The movement here is really small. This is our warm-up. If at any time the ball needs a little adjustment, you have complete control and permission. You're supporting your back with the ball and firing the belly more. If the ball doesn't work for you in that way, you're doing everything without the ball. For me, the ball is wonderful. I love it. It's so helpful. Okay, starting with the arms. Arms are moving like soldier arms. Good. Now maybe they're a little bigger. Maybe they're a little smaller. Find a movement where you can feel very stable in your body as you're doing your arms. Ideal, I guess, would be that one arm is over the head and one arm is on the ground, maybe. I'm going to keep mine a little bit lighter today. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Okay, perfect. We got that down. I'm going to practice the legs. Legs are going to start just moving knee back, knee back, knee back. So you do not touch the floor. It's a smaller movement of the legs as well. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta. And you just do that until you can feel, oh yeah, my whole body's stable. I'm feeling great. And then you keep that up. Remember, always the accent is in and in because it's inside. You're feeling it from your core. Good. And then add the arms in. Add those arms in. Good work. Cha-cha-cha. And now we're rocking and rolling. Good. And you can try making the movements bigger, a little faster. You can try what works for you. Is there a little bit of work in your core as you're doing this? Yes, that's what we're after. It's in and in and in and in. Good. For about 20 more seconds. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Good. Now, what I want you to extrapolate from this exercise, it's not just an exercise. None of Pilates is just an exercise. It's about taking it into our life, right? Yes. So in our life, when we're walking, I know we don't quite walk like this, but we walk kind of like this. Is your core firing this much? Is it? It should be. That's the ideal. It really is. Good job. Okay. Pause for a second. I like to stretch out in between those sets today. Take a couple breaths. Good job. Woo-hoo. Okay, next, we're going to move into a little tiny bit of bicycling. Yes, who's bicycling with me? Woo-hoo. I had a beautiful bike ride in Corralitos yesterday. So nice. So happy to be out there on my bike. Okay, find your positioning here where your core is in charge. Arms come up to hold on to your bicycle handles. Good. And then legs lengthen. And you start your bike ride slowly. I want you to really feel that you're on a bicycle. Of course, this is more of a recumbent bicycle, but you're thinking about pedaling. You're pushing and pushing, and as much as you can, you're making a circle. It's not single leg stretch. It's a circle. Can you feel how that's super different in your knees? In the popliteal, the back of your knees? Yeah. Good. Okay, so we're going to cycle. And today we're going to do 3 sets, 3 big and 3 small, like we did with our arms. So here we go. It's small, bicycle. Good. It's 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 circular, whatever it is you need to do to get that circular quality. Good, and now go back to big. Big, 10 seconds of big. Big circle, big circle, big, big, big circle, big circle, big circle, big circle. Good, and again, small. Good, it's our last little part, small and circular, small and circular. Good, it's easier for me to move my hands and feet together than to have my arms steady. So I think I'll try to keep them steady because that's harder for me. And then last set for 10 seconds, go big, 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 and relax. Take a breath or two. Perfect, nice. Okay, we've got a tiny little interlude here. Ooh, don't you love it when we have interludes in the middle of class? It's so exciting. Okay, so interlude is going to really focus in on our big X, our internal and external obliques. Ball goes between the inner thighs. Feet stay grounded. Lengthen your spine as much as you can. And then hands come clasped behind the head. I want you to practice with me 3 times lifting up with a little extra. So here we go. We lift, little extra, and down. Good. Now you're clearing your shoulder blades completely on the extra, if you possibly can. Good. Okay, good. Now, here's our X. Start with your right elbow. Somebody comes and picks you up and reaches you across the body. Then come to center. You're above your shoulder blades where we just were. And then you come down. Now left elbow. Your friend comes along and lifts you up. And you're reaching across your body. You come back to center. You're above your shoulder blades. And you come down. Good. Right elbow. Reach up and across. Come to center. Roll it down. Reach up and across. Come to center. Lower down. Reach up and across. Come to center. Lower it down. Reach up and across. Come to center. Lower it down. Good. We have 10. And down. And 9. And down. Good. The momentum really lifts you up and really you can feel the X in your body. Yeah. When you can feel that X in your body, my philosophy is that sex has the word X. What do you mean the word? Okay, X has the word sex. No, sex has an X. Okay, I don't know, but X is a great sexy thing. Let's just put it like that. It makes you feel more alive. So the X's are really helpful. Reach up and across, back to center and down. Reach up and across, back to center and down. One more, reach up and across, back to center and down. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna put my toys away for a moment and we're gonna do our crisscross, which is so funny because crisscross, bringing one leg in, taking a minute here, pulling one leg in and giving it a stretch. The traditional Pilates crisscross is easier than the variations, I think, because it's faster. And I think when it's faster, sometimes we, I don't know, go through the motions. Sometimes faster is easier than slower. Okay, take this leg and pull it across your body until you're feeling something somewhere. Oh, that feels great. Good. Are you feeling your X? Okay, I saw this t-shirt a long time ago. It's so cute. I took a picture of it. And it said, oh gosh, okay. I think it says this. I the t-shirt said, "Dear algebra, please stop having me find your ex. She's not coming back." That's what it said. Anyway, I still think it was hilarious, but it did take me a while to remember that for you. Okay, now pull across your body. It's such a good skill to crack yourself up. Are you able to make yourself laugh? Yes. Sometimes when I'm alone hiking in the forest, I'll think of something hilarious and I'll start cackling in the forest. And then it makes me laugh even harder because I'm cracking myself up and I'm completely alone. Yeah, that's when you know, are you heading for the loony bin, right? I blame it on you having to speak on Zoom to myself to an empty living room. Okay, good. Now, here is our crisscross. Both legs come up. We got a great stretch. Hands are totally supporting the back of my head. And I'm going to lift up and reach across my body, trying to make contact with my elbow to the outside of the knee. Up and across. Good. So yes, the first few are slower because we just found out, for Jen at least, the slower ones are harder. Yes. Okay, now here comes the traditional. So we stay lifted and it's in and in. The legs are a little bit light. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Let's see if we can do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it in, all the way down. Okay, last part of our interlude. We're gonna flip over onto the side and work the sides of the body. Good. Hand overhead, bicep with head, whatever works for you. I want you to lift your legs up and hold. Good. Find the waist muscles and maybe imagine that you have on a weightlifting belt or a belt from the 1980s that's very wide and has like rhinestones on it. Did you have something like that? I had lots of wide belts, I'm remembering. My legs are squeezed together and they're lifted off the ground. Just finding this is a little teeny bit of work. Good. Now my bottom leg stays off the ground if I can. It's not resting on the ground, it's floating off. I'm gonna lift the top leg up and down and up and down. And the height of the leg, that it's going to completely depends on you, but the accent is up, lift it up. Oh, it's hard to keep my bottom leg off the ground. It is actually up and up. If it's too much, the leg is down, but the down leg is pushing down against the floor. So that would be an okay position if you can't hold it up. Up. And it makes it so much harder. Up and up and up and up. Good. Now, remember that the energy is coming from here. We're going to go down, down, and down, and down. Bottom leg pushes down, pushing down, pushing down, and down, like we're making a big old pancake. Push down, and down, or some bread dough. Down, and down, and down, and down, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both legs hover, but they're squeezing together. Both legs up and up. You know the drill. It's reaching up. It's a scoop. Scoop and lift. Scoop and lift. I don't really care how high the legs go. I want you to feel the scoop coming from your belly. This is a waist whittler. Who wants a waist whittler? I do. And lift. And lift. And lift. Can you feel your whole body active here though? Your back is working, your butt is working, your internal and external obliques are working. Good. Just 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and we did it. Good. Fetal position for just a moment. Remembering when you were a baby in the womb. Happy times. Okay, we're gonna roll onto our back. We're gonna do a single leg bridge, and then we're gonna get the other side for the final part of our interlude. So here we go, rolling onto our backs. That top leg that you just used comes up and down. I want 5 kicks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now take that leg across the other leg. Nice. Hips are even. Spine is probably a tiny bit twisted, right? But try to push your spine down just by making it heavy. It's feeling heavy. Arms are at my sides. I'm going to do 5 bridges with my single leg. So my mind is thinking about keeping my spine even. Here I go. I lift up, and then I roll the spine down. Excellent. 4 more. Lift, and then beautiful lullaby all the way down. Excellent. Lift, and then softly down. Yes. Again, lift, lower that down. Single leg work. 1 more. Lift up, slowly rolling that spine down. Good. Pull the legs into your body. Imagine a giant St. Bernard or a small cute pony is leaning into your body. That's a lot of weight, maybe 100 pounds, but it's furry, warm, nice weight. And you are feeling your hips in your butt, I'm hoping. Maybe 3 breaths, maybe 2 breaths. You'll know when it's just right. And then you can gently push the St. Bernard or the big donkey away. Good. And then let's do the other side. Woo-hoo. Oh, I love doing interlude work. It's so much fun. Okay, now my body is straight. My legs are lifted off the ground, and I'm squeezing them together. And I'm just waiting. That's all I'm doing. I'm using the weight of my body to wait for the firing pattern right through here. Oh, I'm using my body in a good way. Okay, nice. Now, if you can, that bottom leg stays off the floor, top leg up and up and up, and you'll know how high to raise it. Maybe you're raising an inch. It's just easy and light for you, whatever that means. Light and light and light. Exit is up and up and up and up and up. Good. Now it's down and down. Pushing down like I've got a pumpkin between my inner thighs and I'm crushing pumpkins. Crushing pumpkins. I'm a pumpkin crusher. I'm going to create crushed pumpkins. I work in a pumpkin pie factory, and during this time of the year, I'm really busy. My inner thighs are really strong. Crush the pumpkin. Crush the pumpkin. Crush the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, how many more do I have to do? 500 an hour. What? Are you working for Jeff Bezos? Yeah, they're measuring my activity, and guess how much I'm getting paid? $8 an hour. Well, at least I'm getting stronger. Crush and crush and crush and crush. Oh, I think we did plenty. No, we're lifting. I really got into that. Sorry about that. Lift and lift and lift and lift. You got to keep cracking yourself up. Yes, here it is. November, what is today? 9th? November 9th? I wish you guys could talk to me. I think it's November 9th. Anyway, here it is. And we're still in pandemic mode. Life is still crazy. The climate crisis is still going on. But we have to laugh. We have to stay sane. We have to eat good, homegrown vegetables. Oh, yes. Okay. Is that 10? I think that was about 10, but I'm going to do 2 more just for good measure because it feels really good. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. I roll onto my back. My leg that I had on the top comes up, and I get 5 kicks. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, take it across the body. And I'm in my first level of number 4. I'm going to be doing my single leg bridges. But I just kind of check on my spine. And what's really interesting for me to note, and maybe for you too, on the other side, my sacrum was twisted a bit. On this side, my sacrum is flat. Do you have anything like that going on in your body? Interesting. Arms are at your sides. And then here we go. Lift, slowly down. Good. And we lift up and slowly down. Yes. And it's 3. My mind is thinking about my spine. This is training the muscles in your back more than anything else. So we want to place the spine down evenly. Good. One more. Good. Now pull the stretch into your body. Good. And do you feel it very similarly to the other side? Or is it different? And do you have your small horse or St. Bernard? That adds something to it for me. Oh, it's much more fun, that's for sure, with a furry animal. Oh, I did finish a really, really interesting book. It's called Once There Were Wolves, and it's by the same author that wrote Migrations, Charlotte McConaughey. Have you guys read that one yet? I think I have it over here because I gotta return it to the library. I'll show you the cover. Anyway, it's really interesting. All I'll say, I mean, it's a quick read. I think I read it in 4 days. And it's a murder mystery, but it's really different. And I had no idea, no clue what was happening. So I think that you might too. But you know, it's not good to rave about books because then you might expect too much. I had no expectations on it, but I would definitely recommend it. Don't you like that we do exercise and book club at the same time? I do. I think it's really great. Okay, people, we are going to move into a tiny little segment here for our backs of our bodies. So that means we're going to float over onto our belly. I'm going to have you, you know what I really want to do? I really want to do the outer edges of the legs. So I'm going to take my TheraBand and I'm going to wrap it in half, fold it in half. And I'm going to place it around my ankles or my shins, and I'm going to tie myself up. Typically, we would do this exercise in our mat class with our magic circles, but I don't have enough magic circles for all of you. So I'm tying myself pretty tight here, and I'm going to do a double knot. You could do a bow or a knot just so that it won't come loose. And then when you try to pull it apart, it should be tight enough so that I can only pull it apart like 10, 12 inches. And I'm feeling when I pull it apart, my whole outside of my legs. Excellent, okay. If you're with me, excellent. You do not have to use the band. Alternately, you could put the ball between your ankles, okay? Lots of options. I'm gonna try this way today, I need it. My body is on the ground. I'm feeling here like I need to lengthen a little bit. So I'm pretending someone's pulling my feet, and I'm going to kind of drag myself just a little tiny bit forward. Yes, I just gained a smidgen of length through my back. For me today, my arms are going to come along my sides, palms face up. And I'm going to reach up, but not as high as I could possibly lift. I'm going to be just a few inches off the ground. And I'm going to keep my belly super active, and I'm pushing out with the band the whole time. But now, once I get to my place, I'm going to pulse out on my TheraBand. So it goes out, 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 pulsing 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 out, 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 good, and then slowly release down. Good. This is hip work. This is IT band work. This is peroneal work. Everything on the outside of the body. We're going to do 3 in between, we get to do something different because otherwise it would be boring. We're going to lift up and come to our all fours position. My feet are actively pressing out just a little bit. So mostly I can feel the outer edges here of my legs. From this position here, I'm gonna arch and curl and arch and curl. So it's a Halloween cat, and then it's a pouncing cat. Halloween cat, and then pouncing cat. Good. Arch and curl. Good. Now, did you forget about pressing out? You want to keep that band pressed out. Good. From here, I come onto my forearms. I'm going to tuck my toes under, slide out, and hold. Good. Slowly down. Second set. Arms at my sides, lengthening my body up, not to my fullest capacity. Just so I'm a little bit lifted up, I have to fire my belly. My belly's pulling away from the floor. I pulse out and out and out and out. It's a small little out. Good. Out, out, pulsing, out, out. To stay lifted, I'm activating the muscles in my upper shoulders, shoulder blades. Everything's pulling down. So my hands, my fingers are reaching toward my toes. Pulsing out and out and out and out. Pulsing out and out and out and out. Pulsing out and out and out and out. Good job. Coming for a little rest. Oh. Good. Now I did say we were going to do 3 sets, but I remember that some of you have some flare-ups occasionally in your low back, and that can aggravate things if you're not doing it perfectly, and I can't see you. So, I mean, I can see a few of you on my screen, but not very well. So, I think the best thing is that we do 2 sets, and that was our final set. Yay! Then slowly come on. Coming into your prayer stretch. Good. And let's practice our quadruped work here. And can you take your TheraBand out with too much trouble? Woohoo! That wasn't too bad. Okay, TheraBand is now off. I've got my limbs lined up. And I'm going to think about the big X that we worked on during our interlude. And we're going to finish our class with these X's and then, of course, some leg circles. So sliding one arm and one leg long. Woohoo! We float that up. Good. Now, can you find the X in your body supporting this movement? Tiny little pulses. Pulses happen from your deep belly, 2 inches or 1.5 inches below your navel, and then reach in opposition, then change. Good work. Other side. Strengthen and lengthen. Lift. Find the X in your body and then tiny pulses. Pulses originate. Yep, you got it. From your center, from your pelvic floor. Good. Reach and bring that all the way in. Good work. My TheraBand is occupied. So I'm going to come to a seated position here. And I'm going to finish with some circles. I don't want to take the time to undo my band. So we'll do that, the leg circles after class. But officially, let's take a circle for our spine today. Sitting in a comfortable position. For me, this is comfortable. For you, might look different. And then you're using the top of your head as if somebody's holding you up and then leaning you forward, side, back, and around. So you're stirring your spine. Stirring the spine. Good. And then you kind of relax into it. I use my hands on my knees to help me circle. And then I go the other way, stirring. Breathing. Noticing it is a gorgeous day, even though it's raining. We need the rain. Oh man, that feels so good. I love this exercise. I know I always tell you this, but this one comes from Ashtanga. No, not Ashtanga. It comes from yoga. Oh, feels so good. Good, and then just easy side to side movements. Good work. Okay. We, all of us collectively, feel so much better after those wonderful movements. Thank you so much. Yeah. I do. I feel so much better. Okay, I'm going to go for a run in the rain now, and then I have some private clients. What are you guys doing? Marilyn, what's on your agenda? Anything fun? Shelly, are you going to come hiking with us?
I'm going to be with my ESL student at 12.
Oh, but you'll
Zoom.
come another time with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully I'm unmuting people. And goodbye for everyone. I love you all. I'm so glad you came to class today. Bye, Kate. Bye, Bana. Bye, Deb.
Bye, and thank you.
And thank you for doing
Bye,
your
Jen.
ESL work, Marilyn. That's so cool. Okay, anyone else did not come to class in the very, very beginning and they don't know about the hiking group? Hiking group meets this Friday in Aptos, behind Cabrillo College at noon. And if you're not sure about it, it's going to be every single Friday. You can join us anytime. It's a fitness hiking group. So we're actually, unfortunately, we're not going to stop for wildflowers and birds, and it's going to be more of a huffing and puffing kind of thing. So just so you know.
Wednesday, she said?
Friday.
Fridays. Fridays at noon.
Did you say what time? I didn't.
At noon.
Yeah, this
Can
Friday
you repeat
at noon,
Mark?
but in the future, it's going to be from 10, starting at 10 every Friday. So, but we got to get started, and people couldn't come this Friday, meaning me. I had a hair appointment, but I'll have really good hair, so that'll make up for it, right? Bye, Lynn. Bye, Shelly. Bye, Jen. Bye, Ruth. Bye, Kirsty. Woohoo, Kirsty came today. I'm so glad you guys came. Have a beautiful day. See you on Thursday.
Okay, thanks.